New Age, Age of Aquarius, you've probably heard these terms thrown around, right? But what do they actually mean? Today, we're going to cut through all that cosmic jargon and figure out what's really going on behind this popular belief system. Let's dive in. And really, it all comes down to this one big question. If you can get your head around the Age of Aquarius, you pretty much get the entire New Age movement. So, what is it? Okay, so first things first, let's look at the core idea from the believer's perspective. The whole thing is centered on this idea of a giant cosmic clock in the sky, a huge cycle that supposedly guides the destiny of all humanity. The main concept here is what they call astrological ages. Now, it's based on a real thing in astronomy. The Earth kind of wobbles on its axis, like a spinning top that's slowing down. This slow wobble means that over thousands of years, the zodiac constellation that's behind the sun on the first day of spring, it changes. New Age believers think that every time this happens, it kicks off a brand new age with a completely different vibe for all of us down here. And we are not talking about small changes. Each one of these ages is said to last for about 2,000 years. So this isn't about your daily horoscope. This is about the entire direction of human civilization for millennia to come. And here it is. This is the absolute heart of the entire New Age movement. They believe we're right in the middle of a massive shift. We're supposedly leaving the age of Pisces, which they define by things like faith and rigid structures, and we're entering the age of Aquarius, this amazing new era of enlightenment, technology, and global unity. That, right there, is the New Age everyone talks about. But, and this is a huge but, for any of this to work, the entire system depends on a very specific and, well, a very outdated view of the universe. It's a worldview that puts planet Earth at the absolute center of everything. It's called the geocentric model. It's that ancient belief that the Earth is stationary, that it doesn't move, and that everything else, the sun, the planets, the stars, just revolves around us. This single idea is the foundation that everything else is built on. Without it, the whole concept of astrological ages just collapses. And I mean, this model is literally the bedrock of all astrology. The idea of these ages only makes sense if you assume that what matters is how things look from our point of view here on Earth. It's not about where the stars actually are in deep space, but how they appear to us in our own backyard. So, that's the belief system. But then, history came along and threw a massive wrench in the works: the scientific revolution. This is the moment where that ancient cosmic story smacks head-on into cold, hard reality. And this slide just lays it all out, doesn't it? It's a fundamental clash. On one side, you have the geocentric model that astrology needs to survive, and on the other, you have the heliocentric model, which is the basis for all modern science, from the GPS in your phone to sending rovers to Mars. One is a symbolic belief, the other is a scientifically proven fact. And science is absolutely unequivocally clear on this. The geocentric model is, and I'm quoting here, scientifically obsolete. This isn't up for debate. It's not some alternative theory. It's an ancient idea that was proven wrong centuries ago by scientists like Copernicus and Galileo. So because its entire foundation is built on a model of the universe that we know for a fact is wrong, science has a name for systems like this. Astrology and the whole idea of astrological ages is classified as a pseudoscience. Okay, so where does that leave us? Let's lay out the final verdict, weighing the symbolic appeal of the New Age against the hard facts of science. So let's break down exactly why it's a pseudoscience. 1, it's built on that outdated model of the universe. 2, there's just no testable empirical evidence for its claims. 3, its predictions are so vague you can't ever prove them wrong. And most importantly, there is zero scientific proof that distant constellations have any effect whatsoever on human history or world events. None. This brings us to the most important takeaway of this whole explainer. That great transition, that shift from the age of Pisces to the age of Aquarius, is not actually happening. It's not a real physical event. The core idea that the entire New Age movement is built on has no foundation in reality. So then, what is the Age of Aquarius? Well, it's a powerful story. It's a metaphor for hope and change, and that speaks to a lot of people. But it's absolutely essential to understand that it's a symbolic idea, a framework of beliefs, not a scientific fact. Which leaves us with a much bigger question, doesn't it? Even when we know the science,
Why do we still look to the stars for answers? What is it about the cosmos that makes us search for meaning out there in the dark?